Hey YouTubers, still Sexy Butch again on this fine Tuesday. Um, I decided I wanted to try the mustache again. Haven't had a mustache or anything for a while, but I was kind of missing it, so decided to put it back on. Um, my wife Maggie isn't here right now. She got home from work and rested a bit. Uh, The oldest of her two younger brothers is in town from Iowa, and he came back here for his one and only daughter's wedding, which is this weekend. So he doesn't really get to have a lot of time off. He's been working for Red Lobster for a long time. I think maybe 20 years. Anyway, he's been working for Red Lobster for a long time, and he's worked his way up to, I think they say he's like one of the top 5 managers in the country or something like that. But he's in Iowa. He moved back to Iowa, and but his two adult sons and his adult daughter that's getting married, they all still live here in Colorado. So he flew back he drove back for, to give her away this Saturday. It's up in the mountains. I think it's like Silverthorne or Silverton or something like that. There's silver in the name. It's a ski town. Anyway, that's where she's getting married at. And we're not going. Maggie and I are not going to go. We don't want to go all the way up to Silver whatever. Yeah, it's family, it's our niece, but we're not really into weddings anymore. We're waiting to have our own legal wedding someday. But we just didn't feel like driving all the way up there and spend the night or whatever. Some of the family, I guess, is going to do that. They're going to go out and stay the night. But we don't want to do that. So tonight's probably going to be, I don't know if tonight's going to be her only chance to see him, because I think he's going to Grand Junction tomorrow. His ex-wife lives in Grand Junction, I think, and I think he needs, I don't know if his daughter Megan, I think his daughter Megan lives in Grand Junction too. So anyway, that's where he's going to go there, and then he'll probably go there and then spend a couple days and then have the wedding, and then he'll have to go back to Iowa. But that's not a fun drive. Going through Nebraska. Driven through Nebraska, it's not a fun drive. But anyway, so Maggie's over there tonight, having dinner with him, and I was invited, obviously, but I told her I thought it would be best if I stayed home with the dogs, and so I could feed them on their regular schedule and potty them on their regular schedule, so that so that she doesn't have to, so that we wouldn't have to worry about coming home and feeding them and letting them out. If we take them over there, there's already a big dog over there, Julie and Al's dog, and our pups don't get along with any dogs really. So it would just be chaos, and we didn't want that. So we weren't about to take the dogs over there. So I'm staying home with them. It's just easier that way. And to tell you the truth, I really didn't want to go. I don't mind. I don't mind spending time alone. So anyway, I'm not doing anything else. I'm just kind of hanging out, and I'm not even sure what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, but I told her not to worry about it. And we got food, plenty of food. I can make myself something. I got things on my mind, but I can't sort out one particular thing that I want to talk about right now. I'll have to make a list, I guess. Well, one thing that has crossed my mind, referring to this mustache, there's been other videos about this, and I know I did another video about it, but I consider myself to be, and I label myself to be, a butch lesbian. I'm not trans. At one time I thought I was, but I'm not. I like being, a butch and a lesbian, a female. I don't think that I would really be able to fit in with straight male culture if I decide to transition. There's a lot of straight guys that I think are just assholes, and I wouldn't want to learn how to be like them. But that said, the majority of straight guys I've always gotten along with. But I just have decided that I like being who I am, and being female-bodied, and I still have a small issue with my chesticles. I've heard that term several times. Mainly Butch just recently used that term, chesticles instead of breasts. I'm a lot happier with my chesticles since my reduction surgery in 2008. They're fairly small now, fairly manageable. If I was totally flat-chested, it would look weird because I have a pretty good-sized gut, so it would look really strange anyway. But, the great thing about being in this position for me is that I can still express my masculinity, the masculine side of my personality, and on the days when I don't really feel like it, then I don't do it, There's some days, like right now, when, seeing myself with facial hair is like, that's pretty cool, I like that. And then there's other days when I'm like, I'm glad I don't have to shave. Or take care of a real beard. But I think it's fun to play around with, and I must say that I do consider myself masculine of center, but still a butch lesbian, and that's no slam to anybody who's trans or might think they're trans. I went through all that identity stuff before, all that gender dysphoria, and it took me most of my life to finally become comfortable in my skin. I think having that hysterectomy in 2008, I think really helped, because that was a major thing for me. I was looking forward to menopause so I wouldn't have periods anymore. Well, the surgery took care of that. And I'm just, I'm comfortable now. I'm comfortable. So, I don't know if there's really anything else that I could do to make myself feel any better about myself. Speaking gender-wise. But I feel pretty good, and, physically I could certainly do with losing some weight. I know that, and I want to work on that. But since my ovarian cancer surgery, I just haven't had any energy, or my life really changed. my life really changed after that, and I just kind of got to feeling like, well, nah. And I'm gonna start buying some female testosterone cream from this company in Australia. It's called Androfem. I'm gonna start next month buying that and using it. I'd rather just use something you put on your skin. Just give me a little boost and maybe give me back some of my libido. Otherwise, from that, I don't really have any complaints. I want to have more energy. I want my libido back. I want to lose some weight. But those are not, to me, gender issues. Those are, other issues having to deal with, well, losing weight is a body issue, but it's not a gender issue. But otherwise, everything's pretty cool, and I'm happy being who I am. So I guess I should just stop here and go make myself some dinner. I'm not sure what I'm going to have, but I'll have something. And I guess until next time, I hope you guys, everybody's doing good and everything's going well for you and you're having fun, enjoying what's left of the summer. So until next time, it's peace and love. Bye.